Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to David at Ghost Hobbies. Right, a bit about excuse me, a bit about my past. Years ago, I used to do UFO research. I've done it, but not as intense as I used to. And the problem is, a lot of people are getting their information off the internet. They're watching other people's videos and stuff like that. But none of them, or hardly any of them, going out and doing the sky watches, really doing the UFO research and stuff like that, and finding all the details out about this, that, and the other. But it's a bit more in depth and so on and so forth. But we'll cover that in another video. So what got me interested in UFOs is years and years ago, when I was probably about 7 years of age, I was up in my mum and dad's bedroom. Right, and this was Enfield, North London, and all of a sudden I saw all these coloured lights come across the sky, right, and this was in London, right, this was North London, and I thought, wow, what did the kid do? He goes down and says, Mum, Dad, I've seen all these coloured lights coming across the sky. It's alright, son, go back to bed. Didn't believe a word I said. So I said, come on upstairs, come on. No, it's alright, you go back to bed. So I sat there watching all these pretty lights coming across the sky. I think the next door dog was barking. And yeah, I'll never forget that. Years later, what happened was I was working for a pallet company, and a bloke came in with a magazine called UFO Magazine, and it all kicked off. And I started doing UFO research groups and everything into paranormal and so on and so forth. I didn't leave any stone unturned. Found out whole loads of information. Built up a UFO research group in Hastings, where I used to live, and we used to do all sorts of things. We used to have a monthly meeting where I used to show videos about this, that, and the other, and people really enjoyed it. That was when we had the VHS videos in those days. Excuse me. So moving forward, we had computers, and well, when they just sort of introduced, and we started doing the research and sort of calibrating information and stuff like that, and or collaborating information. Not calibrating, but collecting information and building up a picture of what was really happening. And then, for one reason or another, I sort of took a back step, because I got the feeling I was getting a little bit too close to the truth, and I thought, they're watching me. I knew I was being monitored, right? And when I say monitored, my car was tapped. My car was bugged. I believe they've been into my house. And it's funny, this is the weirdest thing. I had a police officer, or a contractor working for the police, that done with bug detection and stuff like that, and he was amazing piece of information of how technology went on and stuff like that, and how they bugged people and stuff like that. Didn't tell me all the nitty gritties and all the secret stuff, but I found a lot of information out when they do detection and stuff like that. I mean, I knew quite a bit, but it's a big eye opener. But nowadays it's a whole different kettle of fish. But I suppose really and truly I'm a nosy bugger, and the reason why I say that is because I want to know what's going on. And I've done it I've probably done it about 40 years, and I'm still learning things that I didn't know then. But there's so much out there which is disinformation, and the only way I could describe to you to go through it, use a common sense approach. It's like seeing a UFO. I mean, I heard about people seeing these triangle UFOs, and I learned a lot about them. And what turned out was this: they are able to pick up your thoughts. Yes, it's true. They can read your mind, right? And the artificial intelligence that controls those craft, right? Yes, artificial intelligence. The military got artificial intelligence. It is totally different to what they're saying now. They've already got it and they already had it. Just give an example. The military decided to go down the AI line years and years ago, and they said they're going to develop their own artificial intelligence. Right? I'm not going to tell you too much into it, because I've just figured out something what and whys and the wherefores. Because the less you know about certain security aspects, the better. And I'm never going to sort of what's the word I'm looking for, jeopardize security. Never ever. But all I say to you is that the artificial intelligence with these craft was so advanced that it could read your mind, right? And the reason why I say it could read your mind is this: I've always wanted to see one, right? I don't think it was a coincidence. So this craft knew what I wanted, and it presented itself to me at a certain place, and that was down on the A259 down by Hythe. And there it was, early one morning, and I could see this silhouette against the sky. I knew what it was before I even before it came daylight, and it was a triangle, black triangle with pulsating red and green lights on it. I thought, you know exactly what it was, and it's clever. It is really, really clever. And you think to yourself, how they manipulate you and how they get you to do things. Yes, is that good? And you think to yourself, mind control. They got it down to a T. Now, this is only from my experience. There's a lot more to happen. There's a lot more happened since. But that was the triangle craft. What I did do is I reported to the police. The police put me through to West Drayton, and it was an MOD matter. I talked to this Lieutenant Colonel, can't remember his name now, all those years ago, and asked me loads of questions. I asked him loads of questions, and he couldn't tell me. I mean, I was asking, how comes this got into British airspace? Sovereign airspace, and it's not been detected. Of course it was detected, because it's one of theirs. It was Americans' technology, but engineered. So it was a case of the less the public know, but they obviously wanted to gain experience, who sees it, what it was doing, and so forth. I mean, I've had other reports of the triangle craft, so it's just one isolated incident that I personally saw. I can tell you other personal from personal friends that they've seen them as well. But it's about, if you're interested in that sort of subject, you're more likely to see it. It's your way of thinking, if you see what I'm saying. So there's a lot to take in, but in a nutshell, if you're interested in UFOs and UFO research and everything that goes with it, you're more likely to see something if you're interested in it, because you're looking for it. And on other occasions, I'll tell you about what happened to a incident that I witnessed, and I figured out quite a few years later what actually happened. And if you're interested in that, you have to stay tuned to the Max UFO video. So hopefully you like this video, a bit about David and how he got interested in UFOs and stuff like that. So please leave a comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching everyone. Take care and happy UFO hunting.